Night has slowly descended over the world, like a silent cloak that envelopes everything with calm. The sky is deep, almost infinite, dotted with stars that seem to burn softly, like distant embers suspended in the darkness. There is no city noise or human voices, only the constant whisper of nature. It is a perfect moment to walk slowly, let your thoughts settle, and open yourself to the mystery of what is to come. Imagine walking along an ancient path, barely visible among the trees. The moon, high and bright, spills silver light that draws soft shapes on the ground. You are in no hurry, for the path does not lead to a physical place but to an inner journey. Each step is an invitation to immerse yourself in a different world, where legendary creatures still breathe and where the forgotten becomes companionship. The air is cool and damp. As you inhale, you smell the wood, wet bark, and leaves crunching under your feet. The trees rise like immense columns, and through their canopies a soft wind glides, making the branches vibrate. That sound is not mere noise. It seems like an ancient language, a murmur that holds secrets of centuries. As you walk, the sense of the everyday dissolves. There are no clocks, no obligations. Only you and the path. Gradually, you perceive that the atmosphere changes. Your heartbeat synchronizes with the rhythm of the forest. Time becomes elastic, and what lasts a few seconds could also be an eternity. Suddenly, something different appears in the air. A distant sound, so faint that at first you confuse it with the wind. But it is not. It is clearer, more harmonious. It is music. A soft, enveloping melody, seemingly born from the highest branches. The sound grows with each step, and your curiosity guides you without resistance. And then you see it. Atop an imposing oak, illuminated by the moon, rests the alknost. Its wings spread like a cloak of long, shimmering feathers, with golden and silver highlights moving with the breeze. Its face is human, serene, with a calm beauty that does not belong to this world. Its eyes seem to contain both dawns and storms, and looking into them feels like gazing at a reflection of the eternal. The alknost's song sounds again. There are no words to understand, but each note caresses your thoughts, as if an invisible hand were smoothing the wrinkles of your mind. It is a deep, calming song that resonates in your chest and envelopes you completely. The sorrows you carried, the worries hidden in the corners of your memory, begin to slowly fade. The entire forest seems to stop to listen. Insects fall silent, branches cease to creak, and even the air feels still. Only the melody remains, clear and penetrating, filling every space. It is not a song that entertains. It is a song that heals. Each vibration cleanses a shadow. Each note opens a window to peace. You take a few steps closer, silently. The alknost neither flees nor startles. It watches you calmly, tilting its head as if acknowledging your presence. Its wings move slowly, extending gracefully, and for a moment the air is filled with a soft glow, as if the feathers themselves could hold the moonlight. You close your eyes and let the song envelop you. At that moment, there is no forest, no path, no night. Only you, floating in an ocean of sound. You see images you do not understand, landscapes you have never visited, memories that may not even be yours. The alknost song traverses time and space, and for a few seconds you feel part of something immense, ancient, and mysterious. When the song ceases, silence returns gradually, but it is not empty silence. It is full silence, rich in meaning. The alknost tilts its head again, as if handing you an invisible gift, then disappears among the oak's branches. It does not fly away with a crash. It simply fades, like a note softly extinguishing in the air. Its melody lingers within you. Your chest feels light, your mind clear. No matter how long you have been there, what remains is the certainty of having touched a hidden truth. You resume the path. The trail stretches before you again, calm and dark. The forest regains its sounds, a murmur of leaves, the distant crackle of a branch, the hoot of an owl. But nothing is the same. You carry with you the alknost song, an echo that will accompany you beyond the night. You continue walking slowly, and the air begins to change. A light mist spreads across the ground,
Chapter 2.
illuminated by the moon
and
like
the
a
power
silver
of the
sea.
Kamahuto.
The landscape
The mist
gradually
envelopes
opens
the landscape
toward a damp
like a
valley,
delicate cloak
where the
floating
earth seems to
above the
pulse
earth.
beneath your feet.
With each step,
you do
your
not
feet
yet know
sink
it,
slightly
but
into
another
the damp
forgotten
ground,
creature
releasing
releasing
you
the
in
fresh
this
scent
valley.
of mud and
Another
moss.
presence that will
The valley
transform your
opens
journey.
before you in silent expansiveness. Wide meadows, streams winding through the grass, and gentle mounds that seem to have rested since ancient times. The air here is heavier, imbued with the scent of water and the calm that exists only in untouched places. As you walk, you notice something unusual on the ground. Among the wet grass appear strange footprints, larger than those of any known animal. They are deep, elongated, and press into the earth as if left by a heavy being, yet faintly reflecting light, as if each step had captured a fragment of the moon. You lean closer to examine them. They are not deer, bull, or horse tracks. They are different, ancient, and looking at them evokes respect, almost reverence. You follow the trail patiently, letting curiosity guide you. The valley becomes wetter, the murmur of the water more present. And then you see it. Amid the mist, by a softly shining stream, appears the silhouette of an extraordinary creature, the Kamahuto. At first glance, it resembles a young calf, but soon you understand its nature is much deeper. Its skin is intense green, as if it had sprouted from the earth itself, reflecting the moonlight with silver flashes, reminiscent of a tranquil nocturnal lake. From its forehead emerges a single golden horn, long and luminous, radiating a faint yet constant glow, as if storing the energy of sun and water together. The Kamahuto moves with surprising calm. Its body, though robust, advances serenely, sinking its hooves into the wet earth. Wherever it steps, the mud seems to awaken. Water rises in tiny streams, joining into small rivulets. Wherever the Kamahuto passes, life expands. The grass grows greener, streams run more lively, and the air becomes refreshingly pure. Ancient southern tales spoke of the Kamahuto's power to transform the land, to open channels and redirect entire rivers. Some feared it, for its strength could flood fields or sweep away villages. Others revered it, convinced that its passage brought abundance and fertility. Before you, however, there is no threat, only serenity. The Kamahuto seems inseparable from the valley, as if the landscape itself breathed through it. You stop to observe it closely. Its breath is slow and deep, visible in the mist it exhales. Its large, dark eyes shine with calmness, without hostility. It approaches the stream and lowers its head gracefully. When its horn touches the water, something extraordinary happens. The channel expands gently, as if obeying an invisible force. The water becomes clearer, more abundant, its murmur filling the valley with harmonious sound. The Kamahuto drinks calmly, and during this time the entire valley seems suspended in perfect balance. You close your eyes and listen. The sound of flowing water blends with the wind and the gentle rustle of grass. It is like a slow, deep symphony that envelopes you. You feel as though witnessing a sacred act. It is not merely an animal drinking from a stream. It is earth and water meeting in an ancient ritual. The Kamahuto needs no veneration or fear. Its mere existence is a reminder of the silent force that pulses beneath the world. Time loses its shape as you sit on a nearby rock. The Kamahuto moves slowly through the valley, each step leaving a trail of life. Flowers bloom, puddles fill, insects awaken. All occurs quietly, without urgency, as if nature itself decided to reveal a fragment of its secret power. You remember ancient tales saying Kamahuetos are born in rivers, growing hidden underwater until strong enough to walk on land. When mature, they head to the sea, following an inevitable call unheard by anyone else. Perhaps the one before you is on that journey. Its departure does not sadden you. Instead, it fills you with peace. For everything in this being is cycle, motion, continuity. The Kamahuto pauses in the middle of the valley, lifting its head to meet your gaze. There are no words, but you sense acknowledgement, as if it accepts you as a witness to something few have seen. Its breath blends with the mist, and for an instant, the valley itself seems to breathe with you. Then, with the same calmness that marked its arrival, the Kamahuto moves back into the mist. Its footprints shine for a brief moment, reflecting the moon, then fade into the damp earth. The valley falls silent, though transformed. Streams run stronger, grass seems livelier, and the air is infused with freshness. You rise slowly and look around. The memory of the Kamahuto remains like an invisible mark. You feel neither fear nor surprise, only gratitude. You have witnessed a quiet, profound force rarely seen. You resume the path. The valley stretches behind you like a wet, shimmering dream. Ahead, rocks begin to rise. Chapter 3. And the forest gives way to a rocky Amphiptera. The wind grows behind the lush valley, carrying the sense and of the path begins to climb more enigmatic presence. The ground beneath your feet changes behind, no longer soft or covered in grass, opens the path firm to and rocky, of crystalline with wings each step, and inscrutable the sound gaze. Of loose stones accompanies your ascent, awaits above, like a discreet and echo, you continue, repeating along ready the slope. To discover it. The air grows drier and colder. A constant wind brushes your face, carrying the mineral scent of the mountain. The sky feels closer here, as if the heavens lean toward the earth. As you climb, the moonlight illuminates the rocks with a pale glow. The mountain stands majestic, like a sleeping giant. Its walls are rugged, covered with faintly shining lichens in the nocturnal light. The wind whistles through cracks and resonates in hidden caves, creating a deep chorus that blends with your breathing. There are no trees or bushes to soften the landscape, only bare stone, ancient and marked by millennia of silence. The trail narrows, forcing you to walk carefully, placing each foot deliberately. Yet you feel no hurry. The slow rhythm of the climb becomes part of the experience, as if the mountain itself urges you to synchronize with its calm. The world below fades into mist and darkness. Now, only the stone, the sky, and the sound of the wind exist. As you advance, you notice something new in the air. A subtle sound, like distant wings flapping. At first, you think it is the wind striking the mountain walls, but soon you realize it is not. It is more rhythmic, deeper. You stop to listen. The echo repeats, resonating among the rocks like a muted drum. And then, atop a cliff illuminated by the moon, a silhouette appears. Its wings spread wide, covered in shimmering scales reflecting the light with blue and green flashes, like shards of crystal. Its body is long and sinuous, serpentine, yet it hovers in the air, supported by wings that flap with majestic grace. It has no legs or claws. All its power resides in its flight. The Amphiptera descends slowly, gliding in circles over the slope. Its long, flexible tail cuts through the air with elegant movements, as if drawing invisible symbols in the night sky. As it approaches, its scales seem to glow from within, holding the memory of ancient storms. There is no roar, no threat. The Amphiptera does not behave as a fierce beast but as a silent guardian. Its eyes, deep and luminous, survey the landscape with serene wisdom. Landing on a nearby rock, the beating of its wings lifts a soft wind that caresses your skin, carrying a mineral scent, like freshly broken stone and distant rain. You remain still, observing the creature. Its mere presence transforms the place. The mountain, already imposing, now feels like a temple, and the Amphiptera its ancient spirit. Its breathing is slow and measured, a deep murmur echoing like a cave in the night silence. The Amphiptera spreads its wings again, not to fly, but to reveal its full splendor. The membranes are translucent, moonlight passing through them to cast delicate patterns on the rocks, like stained glass in a natural cathedral. You feel small before this vision, yet not insignificant, part of a greater harmony, as if the world itself aligns in this moment. You close your eyes, listening to the wind from its wings. It is not harsh but constant and rhythmic, like ocean waves. Gradually, your mind calms. Scattered thoughts align, worries dissolve. The Amphiptera needs neither song nor earth-transforming power. Its strength lies in the movement of the air, in that serene beating that seems to contain the essence of time itself. When you open your eyes, the Amphiptera has moved slightly closer. Its gaze meets yours. There is no fear, only deep recognition. In its eyes, you see the immensity of the sky, the eternity of mountains, the slow passage of ages. You understand that this being existed long before humans and will remain long after. It belongs not to tales or imagination but to the eternal silence of the earth. The Amphiptera rises again. Its ascent is slow, solemn, almost ceremonial. Its body weaves through the air, wings scattering colored reflections through the night. It circles the mountain, each turn brushing your face with gentle wind, carrying ancient memories as if distant voices spoke in a forgotten tongue. You watch it disappear toward the peak, where the moon shines brightest. For a moment, the Amphiptera seems to merge with the light, then vanishes among the clouds around the summit. Only the echo of its flight lingers, softly fading seconds later. You stand on the slope, contemplating the sky. The mountain no longer seems an obstacle, but a path toward something higher, deeper. The calm surrounding you is different from the creatures before, austere, powerful, speaking of patience and permanence. You continue the ascent. The path narrows, but your steps are steady, guided by the experience you have just witnessed. The summit is near, and as you reach it, the horizon opens in all directions. Valleys lie dark behind you, rivers glimmer like silver threads, and ahead, a gentle grassy plain awaits. The wind shifts, carrying a sweet, unfamiliar scent, like flowers that bloom only under the moon, and the calm of the air lightens. After leaving the mountain toward the solemnity of the Amphiptera after the solemnity of the Amphiptera comes the gentle presence of a creature that does not command land or air, but now covered by short grass that seems to glow faintly under the moonlight. Guardian of human spreads through the air, fresh and delicate, as if every flower in this valley were exhaling a silent sigh. The sensation is immediate relief, for your muscles, for your mind, for every lingering thought. The valley unfolds before you in its full extent. The mist hovering near the ground is light, almost ethereal, and each step you take creates soft ripples that dissipate slowly. The flowers are no ordinary blooms. Their translucent petals reflect the moon like tiny mirrors. Some glow in blue tones, others in green and violet, and the overall effect is like walking across a sea of liquid light, serene and responsive to your presence. As you move carefully, you notice subtle movement among the flowers. It is neither fast nor alarming, but gentle and deliberate. There, among the flickering lights, appears the figure you anticipated, the Baku. Small compared to the creatures before, yet its presence fills the space remarkably. Its body is rounded and soft, with short, nimble legs and a long snout giving it a curious, kind demeanor. Its eyes are large, dark, and luminous, conveying tenderness, understanding, and tranquility. The Baku approaches without haste, moving softly so that its steps barely touch the grass. Every flower it passes seems to bow slightly, acknowledging the harmony this being brings. Ancient tales said the Baku feeds on nightmares, entering human dreams to devour fear, anxiety, and sorrow. Here, awake and in the valley, its energy is felt as a warm, gentle current moving through the air, leaving behind deep, soothing relief. You sit in the grass, letting your gaze wander over the valley. The Baku moves calmly among the flowers, sniffing, inspecting, guarding. Its breathing is barely perceptible, a slow rhythm blending with the soft murmur of the nocturnal breeze. Every paw that touches the ground seems to make the nearby flowers lean in reverence. There is no fear, no alarm, only harmony. You close your eyes and listen. The breeze rustling the flowers mingles with the faint sound of tiny steps. You feel your mind relaxing even more, letting go of thoughts that lingered from the mountain and the valley below. You do nothing, just observe and breathe. The Baku reminds you that calm and tranquility can exist even in the deepest corners of your consciousness. For a long moment, time seems to stop. The moon reflects off the petals, creating waves of light that move slowly like a silver river. The Baku pauses in front of you, tilting its head slightly. There is no verbal communication, yet you feel understood. Its gaze seems to say, "There is no danger, all is well." The shadows you carry within can be absorbed and transformed. Ancient stories claimed that calling upon the Baku in dreams could banish the deepest fears. Here, awake and in the valley, you feel the same effect. Each breath feels lighter, each exhalation deeper. Worries, troubling memories, even persistent thoughts gradually vanish, absorbed by the stillness the creature radiates. The Baku continues its journey across the valley. It pauses, sniffs a flower, spins gracefully, then moves on. There is no rush, only a steady rhythm inviting contemplation. The grass sways gently with each step, and the floral scent fills your being with serenity. You realize that this small, discreet creature is a silent guardian. It does not need strength or grandeur. Its power lies in patience, in the softness of its presence, in the way it calms all it touches. Not all legendary beings impress by might or majesty. Some do so through the depth of tranquility they offer. The Baku stops a few steps away, looking at you one last time with bright, trusting eyes, as if sealing an invisible pact. Your mind will rest, your spirit is safe. Then, with gentle movements, it disappears again into the luminous mist among the flowers. The valley falls silent, yet it is not empty. Calm remains. You walk slowly, letting each step be mindful, breathing deeply, feeling the relief the Baku has left within you. Moonlight continues to bathe the plain, and for the first time, you feel you can pause, close your eyes, and let your mind float freely, secure in the valley's quietude. You follow the path toward the horizon, where the grass gives way to a distant, soft deep forest, and the presence of the enchanted, bringing a fresher, the luminous valley behind, signaling the proximity of the deep forest and the next forest. Ahead, the trees here are tall and robust, a presence neither of trunks that seem to touch the sky nor canopies so thick they barely allow moonlight to filter through. The barely remembered step produces a soft crackle over intertwined roots beneath your feet. The air grows cooler and more humid, carrying an earthy ancient scent mixed with the sweet perfume of leaves and wood. The forest seems to hold time itself. Every falling leaf, every branch swaying in the wind, feels as if it has waited centuries for this moment. The path narrows, and a quiet yet intense anticipation settles in your chest. There is no fear, only a silent curiosity, a desire to discover what dwells in the depth of these soft shadows. As you advance, you notice the moonlight struggles more to penetrate. Yet the forest is not completely dark. Between trunks and vegetation, tiny glimmers appear, flickering as if breathing softly. Each spark seems alive. There, amid the shadows and lights, emerges the first sign of the presence you seek, a subtle movement that shifts the form of the mist. Gradually, the enchanted reveals itself. Its shape is ever-changing, as if the forest itself molds it. Now it appears as a white stag with long, elegant antlers, then in a blink transforms into a soft, ethereal wolf, and then into a nimble fox seemingly floating through the fog. The enchanted has no fixed form, for it belongs to no single world. It is the guardian of the ungraspable, a presence breathing with the forest itself. Its movements are slow, elegant, almost ceremonial. Each step it takes slightly intensifies the surrounding moonlight. Trunks and leaves bend as if recognizing its passage, accompanied by a subtle murmur, like the distant song of a river. There is no loud sound. Everything about it is harmony, calm, and mystery. You stop to observe it more closely. Its eyes, bright and deep, reflect the moonlight while holding centuries of silent knowledge. Looking at it is to understand without words, to feel without thinking. A sense of peace settles in your chest, and your breath slows. The enchanted needs no words. Its presence alone conveys what cannot be spoken. The forest around you seems to respond to its energy. Every branch moves gently, as if following an invisible choreography. Smaller animals, nocturnal insects, and birds remain still, respectful, as if aware of the solemnity of the moment. Everything pauses to witness the enchanted, and you are part of that suspended instant. The enchanted approaches a moss-covered clearing with golden leaves. It stops there, bowing its head toward you. You sense an invitation to sit, to remain in silence, to absorb the forest's stillness. You settle in the damp grass, letting each breath synchronize with its own. The wind rustling through the trees carries scents of moss, wood, and wet earth. Everything smells ancient, calm, and enduring. As you remain there, observing the enchanted, you recall ancient legends of beings that protect forests, guide lost travelers, and teach those who listen. You realize the enchanted is more than a guardian. It is a silent teacher, a reminder that nature, even in its darkest corners, is full of harmony and wisdom. The enchanted takes a step toward a giant tree, its form dissolving once more into a beam of light intertwined with the mist. It seems to vanish while remaining present. Its final gaze conveys gratitude, understanding, and an invitation to continue your journey without fear, knowing that each step is protected by the forest's serene essence. You remain in silence a while longer, absorbing the calm that surrounds you. Each breath grows deeper, slower, as if the night and forest have found a shared rhythm with you. Then you rise gently, allowing the path to guide you toward a distant clearing where the mist thins and moonlight reveals a more open landscape, where new creatures await to show even older and subtler secrets. The forest fades behind you, but its serenity remains within. And the farewell of you carry the memory of the enchanted. After leaving the deep forest behind, its shifting form, the path softens once more, and silent calm, the grass grows taller and lighter beneath your feet. The path transforms gently with the opening breeze. Toward unknown horizons. The moonlight to the next creature that will accompany blending you with the first signs of discoveries and dreams. The sky takes on soft shades of blue and pink, like a canvas slowly revealing the arrival of a new day. As you walk, memories of the creatures you encountered during the night return clearly. The song of the alchemist, sweet and profound, still vibrates within you, leaving a sense of peace extending through your body. You recall the serene strength of the Kamahuto, how the valley transformed with each of its steps, and feel that energy still pulsing softly beneath the ground you tread. You think of the Amphiptera and its majestic flight over the mountain, how its presence taught you patience and the grandeur of silence. Every beat of its wings still resonates like a distant echo, carrying the cool wind that now brushes your face. The memory of the Baku also comes to mind, with the calm it left in your thoughts, the lightness that filled your mind, and the feeling that fears can be transformed and released gently. Finally, the memory of the enchanted in the deep forest appears, with its shifting form and serene gaze, uniting all you have experienced into a sense of complete harmony. Each creature, different in size, shape, and power, shared a moment of silent truth with you. They all taught you something essential. Calm, patience, and connection with nature are forces that require no words to exist. The path opens onto a gentle hill. You stop at the top and look around. Valleys, forests, the mountain, and the moonlit flower valley stretch out before you, bathed in the first light of day. Everything seems brighter, warmer, yet quieter, as if the night had kept a secret now gradually revealed as light grows. You close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. You feel your body completely relax, each muscle, thought, and sensation aligning with the stillness of the instant. The moon gently withdraws, making way for the sun rising on the horizon, bringing with it the certainty that the night and its secrets have left an indelible mark within you. In the distance, almost like a final whisper, you perceive a faint murmur, an echo of all the creatures that accompanied your journey, the alchemist's song mingling with the murmur of the Kamahuto's valley, the wind of the Amphiptera, the Baku's measured rhythm, and the enchanted's shifting essence. All of this merges into a single memory, warm and serene, lingering with you as you descend the hill. Dawn paints the sky with soft shades of orange and pink. The grass glows with golden highlights, and the nocturnal flowers slowly close their petals, bidding farewell to the night. Every corner of the landscape seems to breathe calmly, reminding you that the world continues its eternal, serene course, and that you are now part of that harmony. You continue walking slowly, absorbing each sensation, scent, and murmur of the wind. The path ends gently, but there is no hurry. You know that the night's experience has remained with you. The creatures, the landscapes, the music of the breeze, and the moist earth. All of it has created a memory in your mind, a tranquil refuge you can return to simply by closing your eyes. Finally, you reach a clearing where the horizon opens, bathed in the warm light of dawn. The entire night's journey seems summarized in this moment. Silent beauty, profound calm, connection with the unseen. You take a deep, conscious breath, feeling each inhalation and exhalation as a gratitude to the night, the forest, the valleys, and every creature that shared its presence with you. And so, as the sun rises slowly, you close your eyes one last time and sense that the peace of the night remains within you. Each creature has returned to its world, each murmur has faded, yet all continues alive within you. The calm you have traveled through hours of night stays, soft and deep, accompanying you into the day that begins, tranquil, serene, and filled with memories that will never fade.